turned into an Abbott and Costello routine, and he did it about 50 times. Finally, he got it right, and my shoulders were shaking from it, so they couldn't use it. Forget it, let's go.
That reminds me of when the guy was playing my dad and he was dying.
I love that episode.
And well, so the camera's on my back, right? At this point, I watched this guy go through a 20-minute Macbeth death. Like he's going, I mean, they cut that down. It was long. And I start losing. Because at this point, I've already done my close-up, I've cried. I've done the side shot, I've cried. I've done everything. Now it's on my back, and he's still going through the, and I start laughing. So you can see in the shot behind my shoulders, you can see that. I couldn't stop.
That was really Stephen's job.
See, now you know what to look for when you watch it.
Tracy, do you have a particular favorite story of similar embarrassment?
Mine's a little different. During the Hollow Ruffle scene, they actually spent a lot of money building like a fort for me to change clothes in for my modesty and privacy. And I'm like, excuse me, but aren't we doing this for millions of people to see? But it's not okay for the crew that I love to see me in some underwear. So on the actual day, I go in there and I'm covered up, and there's a gripping electrician sitting there having a ham sandwich like, oh, we're not supposed to be in here.
I like her attitude, don't you? They're the ones that deserve.
They had a fishing pole at one point where they used to put rubber snakes and things like that. So when we were in C&C, and, you know, this was when what's his face, oh God, Kosh was, you know, being sent out. We're doing the whole ashes test and dust, and then, you know, get a little tear in the eye and everything. Anyway, they got bored, so they would put a fishing pole with the Enterprise on it, and push it across the screen on our close-up so we could see that. Yeah, they had all sorts of, they had a little model of the Enterprise.
How many hours did you and I spend there with a little piece of white tape over there on the thing, and we're talking?
Oh yeah.
We're about to fire on it.
Oh, how about when they brought Pat Tomlin out of it was supposed to be cautious Vorlon ship or whatever, and it's you know, we can't see it, it's CGI, so all we see is her being pulled on a little wagon with she's standing on her knees so that it looks like she's being hovered down. I couldn't keep it straight. You know, Rick with a bagel in his mouth, walking around he's standing on her knees in a wagon.
See, that's what I mean when we were talking about earlier. This type of stuff was fun because it was done in such a cheap way. We had to have fun with it. We didn't have a lot of high-tech stuff.
It was green screen.
I mean, we had astronauts from NASA come out, fascinated by Babylon 5, and I'm going, this is a plywood wall. You guys are actually doing it. Ours never gets off the ground.
Bruce and I were doing a shooting scene once with our little plastic PPGs that always fell apart, and the little things always fell off the hand. Theirs were glued on, mine was taped on, so everything's always falling apart. And at one point, he turned to me, and he's got this little gun, and he's peering around a corner at the bad guys or whatever. He looks at me and goes, "I'm too old for this shit. We're playing Cowboys and Indians." I'm a grown man. I always used to go bang, bang, bang. Claudia, don't move your mouth when you're shooting.
Claudia, I did a similar thing, only I made mine kick.
Yeah, kick!
You can't see you in testicles.
I was used to 6 guns all the time. I was used to a 6, yeah. I was always trying to twirl mine in it.
Yeah, I have a quick Bruce and Jerry Jerry got to go up in an F-16.
Yes, we did.
And,
And I puked all over the place.
Jerry got just militantly claustrophobic and Bruce threw up. Okay. So one day we're sitting outside at lunch, and an F-16 flies over, and Bruce comes over to me and says very presidentially, "Tracy, look up there. That's what we did." And I went, "Really? How can you tell from here they're throwing up?"
Babylon 5 was always known for strong women.